All right, kind of show you everything we got in for the CRX. I got the rear support brace, the tie bar brace, lower control arms, and then ain't even gonna try those. I always get those wrong. So those are the toe camber brace. Anyways, we're gonna replace all of that up there. And I like it. All this is, I like the golden anodized look to it. Very well done. I like the pieces, nice, bulky, especially the tie bar. That's pretty nice, like a dang weapon. But all of this is eBay parts, by the way. Everything I have bought for the CRX has all come from eBay. So the injectors, the coilover shocks, pretty much everything that I got, everything off the heater, all that stuff come from eBay. So yeah. All right. Well, cool beans. That is my what I got going on. It comes with it's all nice too. I got bolts too, all new bolts, everything. I get it out a little better once we get out in the shop.
That's dead.
I don't know. Like I said, the water's slowing down. All right, y'all. Catch up on other things than we're working on here. I got the CRX in the shop. I got the rear bars off for the to do the rear end. The new stabilizing brace, the new lower control arms, and lower camber arms for the car. I had to take off the bumper because I can't get to this right here where I jack up at. I can't get to this spot with the bumper on, so I just went ahead and took the bumper off. That way I can jack it up, get it on jack stands in the back, and start doing some of the fitment of this. Looks like it's going to be a little tight because of the way my exhaust system comes across, but ain't that big a deal. Let me get it on jack stands here, and we're waiting on this thing to cool down. Okay. Well, these are 14 millimeters, what we just took off here for the lower control arms. And what was these? These were 11 millimeter to get the sway bar off. We're just setting up this piece here. I guess I don't need to move those right now. I'm just seeing something. See how bad that was right there? I need to quit wobbling this bitch. Okay. All right, dude, let's hold this up here for a minute. Oh.
Stop?
Yeah. I don't think you can hold it in film, can you?
I don't know how to stop. It in. Yeah, it's not going to push in far enough to clear that load.
It ain't got to push in. It needs to rotate down.
What I'm talking about is this top right here.
Yeah, it just needs to rotate down is the issue with that coming up. With the support brace, because I'm not sure if that's even up there right that way.
Right.
Like I said, everything don't come with instructions anymore. It's blowing my mind. Everything I ordered don't come with no kind of hardly any paperwork at all. It's kind of weird. But it just don't seem right.
Mm-mm. Well, it looks like maybe the span's going to work out. It's a little tight, but this is, this.
Like I said, it's got that big dent right there where somebody put a jack or something. I don't know how you'd get a dent.
Rode on pretty hard. So,
pretty hard.
And it's a unibody, so it may have flexed a little bit over the years, But
yeah,
we
not
do
that
got,
much.
We do got both bolts in.
But they're not. They're not tightened up. They're just in the
They're
hole.
not right. They are pulled. But as you tighten them, they might pull.
They're going to pull in. You probably get yours started and I get mine started and then pull it back into place. But it's either that ruin these.
But we don't know if this is even right.
I don't. If it goes
and
in or out.
That damn sway bars on top of those loads, I just don't see that.
Yeah, and it's got to come down right there a good bit to rotate down. So this has got to. It's not that it's hidden. If it was that little lug piece wasn't there to let it rotate is what's got it. It needs to rotate down and it won't.
Well, does the sway bar need to go up first and then these?
No, because you can't get the sway. You can't get this on with a sway bar on because of those. So I don't.
No. okay, if we unbolted this and slid it out, and then we rotated these down, so this bar, like you said, would
Yeah, but the
rotate and
bar is
clear,
farther down though. It's
and
the
then we can
thing.
get it in there, and then put this on.
That's why I had to take all. That's why I took the sway bar off just to get these on.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't go on with a sway bar there. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right or not, or if I should trust that and go and roll with it because of how the sway bar. Because I could force the sway bar down and make it hook up, but then I'm going to bend in and mess up the sway bar, which is not a good thing. No, this has been a crappy day. Your car didn't work, and my stuff's not working out.
Do they even run a sway bar if they run this?
Yeah, everybody does have your sway bar.
I might not run it. I put that lift on my truck and I don't run a sway bar anymore.
I don't think so. All right, I fooled with this thing last night, and I have come to find out something here. It's going to be hard to do, but this one right here, you get that one hole to line up right with this brace, and then this hole, they don't line up. Okay, I can't do it, but these holes, the holes on this are a little off. I would have to drill them out to make them fit, because when you put it on and it's cocked to one side a little bit, so it's really putting tension on the bolt trying to get it to go in. And then even this piece itself, this little ear right here, just this little part, not the here, just to here, that ear right there is hitting underneath here. Hang on a minute. I said it's going to be hard, but see what, right there, okay. See, it falls in proper right there, but it's real hard. The bolt is just to the left of it, but then this side is in there. But if you get it to fit over there, see it, it never sets flush. You see where it's rubbing right there. It never, this little bit, that little bit right there, how the design is throwing it off. If this wasn't here, it's kind of hard to see. If that wasn't there, this would fit perfect. It was set flat in there, but it's off just a little bit, and I don't know why. I said, ain't nothing I can do with it. It is bent right there, but I've been watching videos on some of them, and they cut these things right here and right there, but I'm not going to do that. But it's bent pretty bad right there. I don't know if it pulled it in or not. The control arms are spot on. The control arms and everything line up with everything that's going on. So I could technically use those and my upper links here. All of that's fine. But I'm just going to send all of this back. Just not going to deal with it. I want one piece, and I want to just use piece by piece. And then this piece right here is never going to work without drilling it out, doing something funky, and I'm just not going to do that. And I'm not going to drill out up there because that's going to throw off everything in the rear. So I'm going to adjust my coil over because it's got to come up 3/8 of an inch on this side, and then I'm just going to put it back together and get on the hunt and try to find something that's more like this car, because this is universal. It fits a lot of stuff. It says it fits the CRX, but then when you read down in the descriptions, it tells you there's some drilling is required, but they never tell you what to drill in here. So what you're going to have to drill out or whatever, and I'm just not going to do it. All right, I'm going to put this back together. All right, I got everything put back together underneath there, bolted up. I'm just adjusting the coilovers. I like to put me a piece of tape. That way I know how many rotations I've already done. 2 rotations. I'm going to go, since I got to come up 3/8, I'm going to go a rotation and 2.5 rotations, I think. Nah, I'm going to go 3. I'm just gonna go 3 because I want the car to settle at 2 3/4. It's probably gonna be too high, I would imagine. There we go. Then you got to relock this back down here, of course. You got to take this loose to spin it and then lock it back down. That way it don't move. Alright. I need both hands. Alright, I got the gas tank lid primer down here. I'm going to leave the yellow. I like the yellow on the back because I still want you to know that it was the Y49. But I got it sitting right back here at 24 3/4 on both sides. So this side comes up, it's got a full tank of gas in it still. So it'll settle, and then I probably might have to adjust a little bit, but that's as much weight as it's going to have back there. And well, I mean, there will be some tins and back there and whatnot. The speaker box ain't going to be that heavy. A few little things I might have to do some more adjusting on the coilovers, but I still am on the hunt for the brace and control arms. If y'all, anybody out there knows a company that fits the CRXs properly, please let me know. I can use any kind of help. So I'm gonna cut these off, and they're getting kind of long, kind of boring. So I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll holler at y'all taters later.